Dealing with the unexpected. I'm one of those people who believe that I will never, ever be poor. I was blessed that at a young age I understood the principle of how wealth can be generated and increased. I learned early in life that long-lasting wealth works on the principle of seed time and harvest time. I learned that to receive my harvest, I have to plant something. If you can grasp that principle, you're on your way to be in control of your finances. I remember at the age of 20, I was already planting lots of seeds. I was doing my BCom honors full-time, running a business at varsity, working full-time for a national bank, and also the head prefect of my residence. This was not easy, but I fully understood that for me to receive harvest, I had to plant something. The same theory still applies today. I'm a managing director of a communications company. I have 2 TV shows a day on SABC1, workshops every month, and a radio show, to count a few. You might be asking yourself, Bonnke, why do you overwork yourself? My answer is very simple: seed time and harvest time. But one thing that I never understood, and it used to frustrate me, was why when things were going well in my life, trouble would seem to pop out of nowhere. I never understood why, after working so hard, challenge after challenge will line up just before the finish line. I never understood why I had to fight so hard for my harvest, the harvest that I believed that I deserved. To be honest, I was not good at dealing with the unexpected. Even today, I still face unexpected challenges. These are challenges that I believe that I do not deserve. Let us get this right. I am not talking about mistakes. I'm not talking about mountains that we build on our own only to find out that they are only blocking us from moving forward. But I'm talking about those situations that you did not even plan in your risk analysis because you did not even know that they exist. I'm talking about unexpected challenges. Today, I would like to teach you how to conquer unexpected challenges. 1. When you are resting. Matthew 13:24-26 reads, "Here is another story Jesus told. The kingdom of heaven is like a farmer who planted good seed in his field. But that night, as the workers slept, his enemy came and planted weeds among the wheat, then slipped away. When the crop began to grow and produce grain, the weeds also grew." In this story, we learn of a farmer who planted good seed in his field. The farmer represents me and you, and the good seed in the story represents our seed time or our sacrifice. If ever there's anything that you are doing currently as seed time action, you better listen carefully to what will happen to your field. In verse 25, we read that, "But that night as the workers slept, his enemy came and planted weeds among the wheat, then slipped away." Here was a farmer who had planted good seed in his field, but at night, meaning that when he was resting, when he could not see his field, an enemy came. My brothers and sisters, regardless of how much you want to protect the good work that you're doing, an enemy will come when you least expect it. An enemy will come at night when your mind is fast asleep. An enemy will come when your vision is not focused on your field. The Bible goes further to say that the enemy planted weeds among the wheat, then slipped away. This literally means that whatever you're working on, an enemy is already on his way to plant weed among your wheat. If you carefully read the last few words of verse 25, they read, "Then the enemy slipped away." So spending the rest of your life trying to understand why won't help you at all. Why? Because the enemy slipped away and there's nothing that you can do about it. 2. An enemy has done this. I've seen people reacting differently when they discover troublesome growth in their business. Certain people give up on their dream. Others wonder if their decision to plant in preparation of a good harvest was a wise one or not. I want us to investigate what the farm workers did in Matthew 13. In verse 27, we read that the farm workers went to him and said, "Sir, the field where you planted that good seed is full of weeds. Where did they come from?" What a lifetime lesson. If ever you realize in the midst of your planting of good seeds there seems to be weeds or unexpected challenges, do not panic or throw a tantrum, and especially never go for quick fixes. If ever you are sure that in your field you've been planting good seeds, then quick fixes won't help you. This in your mind, the weeds among your wheat is simply a trap from the enemy. He's provoking you to attempt to quickly fix your problem. Do not fall for this scheme. Listen to the Lord when he says, "An enemy has done this." 3. Should you pull out the weeds? If you read the story further in Matthew 13, the farmer's workers asked the farmer if they should pull out the weeds. They were asking the farmer if they should attempt to undo what the enemy has caused. The farmer replied, "No, you will uproot the weed if you do. Let both grow together until the harvest." I am not sure who this is directed at, but there's something in your life and the Lord is saying, "No, do not do anything." If you attempt to remove the challenge in front of you, you will uproot your seed at the same time. You might be saying, "But Bonnke, you do not understand. My marriage is about to end. My company has retrenched me. My cancer is so severe that doctors have only given me 4 weeks to live." To be honest, I will never fully understand your challenge, but I want you to choose who is more powerful, your God or your challenges. If you believe that your challenges are bigger and stronger than God, serve and bow down to your challenges. But if you're like me and believe that the creator of this world is bigger and stronger than any challenge, then be still and know that he is God. I know that sometimes it's hard to sit and do nothing while watching all your hard work going down the drain. I know that sometimes it's hard to let the guy just leave when he says that he does not love you anymore. I know that sometimes it's hard to keep quiet when your boss is being rude and unfair. But today, I would like to suggest a spiritual solution to such situations. Be still and know that is God. If God really wanted things to happen in your life at that particular moment, He could have done so. But being still and know that is God, you'll be indirectly allowing the work of God to be displayed through your life. Now it's harvest time. Now it's time for you to enjoy the reward of your hard work. But let us not forget that there's still an issue of weed in your wheat. Weed that was planted by the enemy while you were asleep. Weed that the Lord said you should let it grow with your wheat until harvest time. How are you supposed to enjoy your harvest when there's trouble staring straight into your eyes? How are you supposed to have a good time when bad time is sitting across the table? In Matthew 13 verse 29, the Lord says, "I will tell the harvesters to sort out the weeds, tie them into bundles and bend them, and put the wheat into the barn." The Lord has a special surgeon appointed to look into a challenge. These are qualified spiritual doctors with the ability to remove the cancer but not hurt your body. Spiritual doctors with the ability to eliminate your debts without acquiring new load. Spiritual doctors with the ability to source everlasting love for you without compromising your morals and values. These are angels with the ability to sort out the weeds, tie them into bundles, and bend them. Today, I would like to tell you that the Lord has sent a special angel to sort out your challenges, tie them into bundles, and bend them. Since learning these principles that I've just talked about now, my life has changed. These days, I get excited when I see weeds in my wheat. Why? Because the enemy has just realized that my harvest time is around the corner. What the enemy had meant to hurt me has suddenly become an indication that harvest time is just around the corner. When I wake up in the morning and I see weed where I had planted good seeds, I just smile and be still and know that my God will send His angels to sort out the weeds, tie them into bundles, and bend them, and put the wheat into the barn.